Hello, Academy video. Today we're going to take a look at the newly released Vivillon, which is a very stressful evening for me so far. We had like a new move which got introduced into the code with Glaciate. We have a new league change, and we now have also a new Pokemon coming up, which was all not like other than of course league change was all not something that got released prior. So it's all kind of nothing I could really prepare for. Here, of course, I'm just going to go into my Vivillon just to try to troll here and try to farm the Venusaur down. Would have been way better for me to go into my Skarmory, but I kind of want to get some content here with this small boy. Going to go ahead and go for one Bug Buzz. Here you see me not running the move Aerial Ace. Like, Aerial Ace is the fastest move it can get to. I just didn't want to use it. I just thought maybe I can nuke something someday with an energy ball or something like this. Let's see if they're going to let it go through, but they don't. At this point of time, I think this game is already over anyway, and they're going to quit, so that's going to be a good game. But yeah, this was also basically the best game. I didn't play every game perfectly fine, to be fair. There were some games I just misplayed because I was literally too tired, and I'm most likely going to go to bed after this one here. But we will be able to go for one Bug Buzz, at least against the Registeel. The thing with the Vivillon is you have a very high attack stat actually, while compared to at least your base stats. The thing is, this Pokemon doesn't get to high CP, but it's not really bulky either. So like, you don't have bulk, you have a lot of attack, for the rest of it. Like, you still have to get to a pretty high-ish level, and then you're able to do this. If you don't know how to get this, by the way, when you open the game, if you haven't opened the game in the last, I don't know, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, don't know, you're just gonna go open your game, stay in the main screen for a little bit, then you should get some kind of notification about like the new feature being live for everybody, and you will be able to go ahead then and you will be able to just pin postcards from gifts from other people. Depending on where the postcard is, you can get like Scatterbug, which is the pre-evolution of this Pokemon. And you need to pin, I think, 3 out of like three postcards of a specific area. Like, the world is like divided in like a few areas, which you can see as well in the medal thingy there. Like, you're gonna get a medal for it. If you have this medal, you should click on the medal, and then you're going to see also like an interface, and either like you get those medals on the main screen and then you go straight into the Scatterbug encounter, or you go into the like medal screen where all your other medals are. You click on the medal for Vivillon, you get like this new interface with the map, and also there are some encounters that you can then, if you have like a ton of postcards already pinned, you will be able to get some encounters there. So it's a little bit tricky. I didn't understand how that worked for the beginning, and yeah, you get used to it. It's nothing too crazy either. I don't think like a lot of people like either like you're going to hunt for all the patterns, which is kind of cool, or like for the medal, which is kind of cool, but I don't think a lot of people are going to use it afterwards anymore, because like at the end of the day, you just get a horrible Pokemon for this feature, which I think cost them a lot of development time. It's a cool way to implement it, don't get me wrong, but yeah, the Pokemon itself is just kind of horrible. Maybe they do this for other regional Pokemon as well, but like, no, I don't think they do that. But yeah, like other pattern forms, I guess. But a very good opponent here, by the way, catching 2 Hydrocans on their Pokemon when it's both resisted, which is kind of smart, but doesn't really matter anyway if you play with basically 2 Pokemon, because this Pokemon has at least Gust as a fast move, which is cool, but it's still not something that I would recommend you to run at all. This Pokemon is horrible. This Pokemon will never have play in any cup. Any cup where it would be allowed, there would be other alternatives with the exact same typing, which are just better, and like there is literally no reason for you to run this Pokemon. That's why we still try it out here for a little bit of fun, but this is basically all. We're gonna take a look at the gameplay now, of course. We're going to see actually a pretty decent lead there, but Gliscor is actually kind of interesting. Gliscor is pretty decent for like against the Swampert, which I didn't really expect. We see an Obstagoon coming in, where I thought, okay, I'm going to be able to now completely destroy this thing with my Vivillon. Finally, I will be able to hit like a charge move or something. Night Slash still does half of my health. I would have still survived another one, I think, but not when my opponent boosts, of course, immediately. I was very unlucky as well in several occasions, sadly. And like, I think here actually my opponent might have been double boosting, but I'm not sure. Like, there was one game where my opponent double boosted against me. I don't know if this was this one or like the one after. But yeah, you also see the length of the video is not too long, because I don't see the point really after all those videos I put out today already to make another 15-minute video about a Pokemon that's literally horrible. There is not a lot of gameplay that you're going to see here, of course, then from the Pokemon, but like, you don't need this Pokemon. I just wanted to showcase, well, a small video just to have some fun with it, but it's nothing that I would recommend you to ever try out. Here, for example, I showed a Throne earlier. I don't think it does matter at all that there was no chance for me to win this game anymore anyway. So my opponent would have just let the move go through and knocked me out, and then he still had 2 moves stored, I think, on the Gliscor, so there was nothing I could do, no matter what I was doing. So, good game to my opponent. Next opponent, we're going to see a Mewtwo in the lead, actually, which is kind of funny. Mewtwo in the lead is a lead that I win. I always win this lead in the 2-shield scenario, also in the 1-shield scenario, not in the 0-shield scenario, because I lose CMP, but because Hydro Cannon is, for the second one, only 4 fast moves, this allows me to outspeed the opponent for a little bit, and this will allow me to go for another Hydro Cannon here. They're gonna go for their charge move, I will be able to knock them out, and I should hopefully have a great time now, but yeah, you're going to see the backline, and I don't like the backline. We will see the opponent coming into a Warrain. I'm most likely sure swapped out at this point already, but I wasn't really sure what's going to be in the back, and we are going to go for one Hydro Cannon. This puts them into range for my Skarmory, which is pretty nice. As we see the Icicle Spear coming through, we're going to go into our Skarmory, and we're going to see them going for one charge move. And what we're also going to see here is them catching a charge move of their own with my Sky Attack on a Stunfisk. My Stunfisk enters already dead, and I have now a Skarmory and a literally like, I don't know, a butterfly there that has 0 bulk and a 2-time weakness to Rock Slide, so this is going to be a fun one here. There's nothing I can do here, to be fair. Like, there's literally nothing. I still survive with 1 HP at least. I can go ahead and go for one Brave Bird. This will be able to get them pretty lowish, and we can go into our Vivillon again, and we will be able to get completely annihilated here by this Stunfisk. There, I think it would do like 300 damage or something. We are not bulky at all. It's double super effective. It's kind of awkward. Next opponent. Okay, a final opponent here. We're going to see a Lantern in the lead. Finally a good lead. Let's see what we can do here. And this lead actually surprised me a little bit. Lantern actually is so much better than you might expect against the Swampert. If the Swampert doesn't go for the Earthquake and like if they call you baits or whatever, it's actually a horrible matchup for Swampert, which is so weird. I don't know, it's so weird. Because Lantern will be able to survive 2 Hydro Cannons of you. So, even if you bait here and they don't call it, and you can go for another one here, perfectly timing there as well, they still survive this one with 1 HP, and I was like, it's not really worth it to shield it now. There's no real reason for me to shield it. And I'm going to go down now, but I can go into my Vivillon, get some extra energy, and we see a Gliscor coming in. I can swap out immediately into my Skarmory. Looks like a decent matchup for me. Also good, like actually you still have a pretty decent chance of winning this one. And we see a Medicham in the back, something that I actually really expected with what I saw so far, but let's see what we can do here. We see the Ice Punch coming through. We will be able to go for one Brave Bird, and this should knock them out. I think they're going to let this move go through as well, as they do. We still have a shield left. This is a shield that we're going to take now, so we get the final shield. And I should be able to survive more moves from the opponent on my Vivillon, but of course, they boost perfectly at this timing. I think I would have won this game. I'm pretty sure I would have won this game otherwise. Think they wouldn't have done enough damage to knock me out with one Night Slash here, and sadly they do now, and this is going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching. This is going to be it for that. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Of course, Vivillon is now in the game, but not something that's really useful for PvP. But at least we took a look at it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.